Hello, sweet loves. Our spirit, which spirit is not even the right word for what we are, but our spirit is completely spontaneous. It's not a little soldier. It doesn't mimic. It doesn't come into this shape. That mimicry of trying to be like somebody else or to be, conform to the norm. That's the person. That's personal identity, because personal identity is deeply weaved into a tribe consciousness, tribe mentality. And let's just feel into this for a sec, folks. Within a tribe, we want to be accepted. And if you're not accepted into that tribe, well, you're outcasted. And then you have to fend for yourself, so to speak, right? And so that's deeply embodied in the human. And so it feels, okay, I must be accepted. I must be liked. I must be a good person. And I must behave this way so I can have friends and beings who look to me and accept me into their tribe. But that is a prison cell belief. And that is why so many beings look to other authority figures of, okay, how should I act? How should I dress? How should I talk? What should my morning practice be? What should I eat? Because nobody knows what is intuitively right for them. So we read books, watch lots of videos, right? Of, okay, that's what they're doing. Their life seems to be getting better, so let me copy that and let's see what happens. Yeah? And it's not organic. It's conformity. And it may feel good in a weird way because you're being accepted by others, but something deep within you says, this isn't who I am. This isn't organic, and it's not spontaneous. And that's what you could say is resistance. Or even anger can manifest as like that. Anger can manifest when we are not expressing ourselves organically, when we are not operating organically and naturally, when we're trying to contort ourselves into a little pretzel, of which we were never supposed to be. This isn't Cirque du Soleil. We're not meant to be in these odd shapes to be liked and to be accepted. My goodness, we're also unique in the sense of expression. The dynamic expression of isness or no thing is highly unique. The voice, the cadence, how you walk and how you talk is so miraculous and magically unique. And life only wants to be that. Life only wants to be that. But when we look to others and we conform and we all wear uniform and masks that are similar, we have a very bland existence. Spirit is wild. It's anarchic. It's organic. It doesn't conform, and it has no rule book or standard for its beingness. Its beingness is free. And freedom is a concept to beingness, to what is. And you can even feel into your body when you go against the organic flow, you could say, of who you are. You can feel it. You can feel it. But it's so embodied, again, to be in a tribe, to be a collective, to be accepted by perceived others. This life is not about conformity. It's really not about anything. It's meaningless and it's pointless. But when we try to tinker ourselves into a shape, that is the prison cell, that is the suffering. Because it's very, very constipated. Right? Because the reason why we're contorting ourselves that way is because we feel there's a checklist to enter heaven. Good karma, bad karma. The person tries so hard to conform to what is good, what is right. But if you look, you'll see all of what is right and what is wrong is based on belief systems. It's conditioning. They're all fables. And there's nothing wrong with fables. There's nothing wrong with anything. There's not anything even wrong with conforming. Because that's the beloved playing in conformity. And that's the movie, that's duality. That's the inorganic state. The organic state is radical, it's spontaneous. And the reason spontaneity gets clouded, you could say, or constipated, is because but the person is always looking to the past and projecting into the future of how this moment should be, of how it should behave. And that past reflection, that imagination, that's basically the personal identity. It's just an imagination. It's just a story. It's just the memory, and it's the future projection. And when we keep leaning on that, that's our experience in the now, because we're looking at this model in the mind of the imagination of memory of what we've done, seem to have done. And we just keep confirming the limitation in the now based on past actions and beliefs, and which is a total dream. The past never really happened. It only exists as a thought now. But you're not that past thought. You're not even a future projection. You're nothing. You're absolutely nothing. Your energy, your formlessness, you could say, and those are not even accurate words. They're just pointers. But the natural state, which is not even a state, it's like magic. It doesn't conform to one shape. It can appear as a shape. It can appear as a conformist. But it's seen through by no one or no thing that's just a story, that it's a shackle, it's a ball and chain. It's a ball and chain. To think there's a rule book for being, that there's a standard for being, it's such bullshit. The rule book, the rubric, the checklist is what strips the spontaneity, seemingly. I've got to behave like this. My spine's not straight. I can't eat that. I can't walk like that. I can't talk to those people. There's no in or out group in heaven. There's just what is. Everything is radically and organically this already. There is no right or wrong. Everything is oneness song. You're already free. So free that you can appear as a contraction. You can appear as confusion. But all of this is freedom. All of this is freedom, singing hallelujah. Look to nature, you'll see the spontaneity. And you are not separate from nature. When you feel like you're a me, when you feel like you're a real person, you always feel separate from everything. And that's the dilemma, perceived dilemmas. I am separate. I am separate from this. That's the dream. And it's okay. But there is no separation. Everything is already whole and complete. But the belief that I'm going to change myself to a good person so that I can see the wholeness and completeness, it's just a misconception, a misunderstanding. You're bathing and breathing in wholeness and freedom and enlightenment and light and unconditional love. This is that, and you are that now. Namaste, namaste, namaste.